Jets, I'd go under 9.5. Their offensive line is either rookies or old guys. How many offensive linemen do they have in their prime that are excellent? One, and he's always hurt, Elijah Vera Tucker. They're very dependent on one excellent running back. Saleh is a defensive coach. Aaron is a pretty prickly, old quarterback with maybe one great year left. I think he's absolutely past his prime. Saleh's 18 and 33. Again, tell me the offensive linemen who are in their prime and elite. He's a 40-year-old quarterback coming off an Achilles injury. I would take the Vikings, maybe.
Okay, let's talk about the Jets, not the Vikings. This is an interesting topic to me because when trying to figure out what to do with the Jets, you have to consider injury risk. So much of people hating on the Jets is because of their potential to be injured. And I get it. They have older players and some injury-prone players that are obviously very key to their success. But I saw a lot from the Jets last season. Considering they were able to have the success that they had with zero offense, with essentially a quarterback that may as well have been a 17-year-old, they were still able to win games. They still almost beat the Kansas City Chiefs. They can do damage. If you're really going to tell me that you do not think getting Aaron Rodgers is not worth 3 wins relative to just having no quarterback at all, I don't know what to tell you. I understand the hatred towards Aaron Rodgers and the hate towards him. I really, really do. I get it. I'm not a big, massive Aaron Rodgers fan. There's a lot of stuff that he does both on and off the field, more off the field, that I don't really care for. And I don't even mean political stuff. I really don't. I throw that all out the window. We're not talking politics here. Just the way how he handles himself, composes himself, in terms of some of the antics that he does, the shell game that he does, going on Pat McAfee's show and saying certain things. I'm just like, what are you doing, man? Those are the stuff I don't care for. But if he wants to go on, people make fun of him for the darkness retreat and all that. I don't understand why. The guy is trying to like improve the quality of his life, become a happier person. Some people go to God, some people meditate, some people take substances. We're all just trying to be as happy as we possibly can. And Aaron Rodgers has the luxury to be able to do some of this wild stuff. And so by all means, go for it. I think it's like weird that we would make fun of him for doing that, but then you don't make fun of people who are become like devout Christians or something. So I don't really get the hate in that regard. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because it seems like he has a lot of hate because of all of his other activities off the field rather than his actual gameplay. And people like to use his final years as the Packers as a reference point to be like, see, he's done. And it's like, even those years are significantly better than whatever the heck Zach Wilson was doing or whoever the heck they had at quarterback during that time. So Aaron Rodgers is going to be better. Listen, is Aaron Rodgers going to be MVP Aaron Rodgers? Is he going to be balling out like it's 2010 or whatever? No, most likely not. Like, Colin says, oh, he's definitely past his prime. Okay, that's not really that bold of a statement to make here. But Tom Brady won a Super Bowl past his prime. Lots of people can play pretty good and win a Super Bowl or just be very competitive and be past their prime. The question is has Aaron Rodgers fallen off that cliff that Max Kellerman would always talk about, who he thought was going to happen to none other than Tom Brady? And I don't think he has. I think Aaron Rodgers is absolutely doing everything he can to make sure he's in the best possible position to succeed. Now, I do get it. The offensive line is shaky, and you have an old quarterback, and getting hit sucks when you're that age. It definitely does. And I think that can potentially be an issue. And I think there is the potential that Aaron's ego of, I'm healthy, and I meditate, and I do all these types of things, I can handle it. I'm like a 30-year-old out there still. I think that is a possibility. I really, really do. A lot of these athletes, they get high on their own supply. These guys, they all have their own little quirks that they think gives them the edge. And 99% of the time it doesn't. They think if they drink alkalized water or a certain pH water, or if they drink Mount Fuji water, whatever the heck it is, Fuji water, instead of Dasani or Poland Springs, like that's the extra edge that I get. Or I always eat grapes pregame. It's the sugar in the grapes and the antioxidants that gives me the extra edge that I need. And the answer is no, it doesn't. And almost all the athletes do that. And I'm sure Aaron Rodgers has his own version of that. And sometimes it bites them in the butt. And I think that there could be some of that. That's why Aaron Rodgers believed he was going to come back from the Achilles, because he was going to do all this magical stuff. And the truth is that if he came back from the Achilles injury fast, it was nothing to do with any of that other stuff. It was because of modern medicine. It was because he got a state-of-the-art, the most current surgery by one of the most skilled surgeons in the field, with a newer procedure where they put this like internal brace on the Achilles tendon. So it was modern science that was going to accelerate his progress, not drinking green tea and kombucha. So I always think that there's, you got to read between the lines. You got to dig a little bit deeper when you're discussing Aaron Rodgers. But that's my long-winded way of saying is that I do believe that Aaron Rodgers will be a pretty darn good quarterback. And I think the offense will be in his eyes. That's why he wanted Nathaniel Hackett. It's because Aaron wants to run the offense. And in this day and age, people are talking about how Tom Brady is a savant, how LeBron James is a savant, and that these coaches need to listen to these great players. So the question is now Aaron Rodgers is going to get that opportunity. Does he know better than most coaches? Or is he just an unbelievable talent who only knows the game so well and he needs a really good coach to win? I think that's what we're going to find out against Green Bay with the Jets. And so I think the Jets will genuinely be competitive. I think they will win some games. I think they will win around 10 games or so. I think they'll make the playoffs, and I think that they can do damage. I absolutely think that if they are fully healthy, I completely think that they can beat the Ravens, that they can beat the Bills, that they can beat the Dolphins, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Chiefs. I really do. If they are fully healthy, I really do believe that they can stand their ground. It's not to say that I think that they're going to be this dominant, unstoppable team, because I don't think any team right now is this dominant, unstoppable team. I think this season more than ever will truly be any given Sunday or Monday or Thursday or Saturday. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you think the Jets can do? Do you think Aaron Rodgers and the Jets can actually make some moves and win more than 9.5 games? And dare I say, make a playoff run, make a Super Bowl run? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.